Hey, good morning, guys. This is Jimmy from Primer is Best. I'm fixing to go to my buddy on YouTube, GM1038. His name is Brian. If you've been watching the videos of my wife and I cleaning out this shed, garage, where my 66 is at for the moment, I'm trying to clear out some stuff that I realize I'm never going to have a need for anymore. Got some old shocks that just need to be thrown away, and I'm trying to remember what that's for, but anyway, this stuff here and here is for his 56 Chevy truck. I used to be into those 55, 6, and 7 Chevy and GMC trucks. So anytime I had parts or a parts truck, whatever, back many years ago, I would save any kind of parts in case you needed them, because they're not very plentiful here in East Tennessee. There's none at the junkyard. And you know, when Obama was president, he had that cash for clunkers. Well, that pretty much destroyed everything that you could probably find at the junkyard that you might need, unfortunately. So now it's just new stuff, you know, plastic stuff, pretty much. I'm going to give him these two wheels that I'm not going to use. They're 15s. I call them Monte Carlo wheels because they're 15 by 7s. But he's going to put them on his 56 so he can paint it and won't get paint on his new rims, and still have rims, you know, tires and stuff to roll it around or whatever he wants to do. I gave him 2 the other day, and here's 2 more. So he should have a set. No, they're not pretty. But he should have a set of 4 now that he can paint without having to take something off of a parts car or something. And you know, some old mufflers that I'm never going to use. And a shop vac. I've already got a shop vac that works just fine. I very seldom use it. And this is a big one. Now, this belonged to my father-in-law, my wife's dad, Mrs. PIB, her dad. You know, he passed away years ago, and you know, we got it when her mother passed last year. So I just don't need it. It's just taking up room. I've never used it, not one time. I already have a shop vac, and there's no need for it. So fixing to head that way, and got a couple of big bags of trash too I got to get rid of too. So I'll try to include this in the video if I can when I get to his place, GM1038. Please subscribe to his channel. You won't miss nothing, okay? His name's Brian. He's a real good guy. One of my best friends. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Hang in there, okay? Hey guys, I made it to GM1038. My name's Jimmy. You're watching Primer is Best. I think I mentioned that. That's Brian, and that's Waylon. Of course, that's Mrs. PIB. They're talking about a front bumper for that GMC truck over there. Real quick, I was wanting to show you what Brian's doing. He's got this 56 sitting out here, and he is sanding the paint and the rust off this whole truck. These doors, believe it or not, used to be mine. Both doors were mine. And see, somehow, I forget how, but somehow I traded them to Tim Dixon, I think, for this truck. And then, of course, then Brian, GM1038, check out his YouTube channel, GM1038. He wound up buying the truck, so now he's got the doors. So we're just keeping it in the family, I guess. But Brian's using this thing right here from Eastwood. I don't know. I'm hoping he'll do a video and explain everything that he's doing. But man, you talk about rust free. This truck is really, really nice. And I'm hoping he'll do a video so you can see what he's doing. I know the fan's loud, and I apologize. All this is just paint from the door. Anyway, I had both of these doors. You know, remember, I used to be into these trucks a whole bunch. Now I've graduated. Well, no, I'd still love to have one, but I just can't. These trucks, 55 through 59s are just so expensive, and I can't afford it. Now, Tim Dixon done all this work to this truck, and it is, man, it's super nice. LS swap. It's going to be a super nice truck, and you'd be wise, like I always say, to subscribe to GM TIM38. His name's Brian. Tim Dixon's on Facebook. If you go to Gas Axe Chop Shop, there's the hood with the V8 emblem. Pretty cool. This is Brian's new addition that he bought from Tim. It's a Chevy van. Pretty cool, huh? Brian got it running, and it's a pretty cool van. I really like it. Y'all seen this in videos I've done over at Tim's when I go over there at Gas Axe Chop Shop. I don't think he'd mind me opening the door since he's back here, but this is it. Pretty cool van. Good to haul parts in. I found this van for, see, Brian pointed out those numbers. Check out his YouTube channel and you can get kind of caught up. There's some writing here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't hold my phone just right. I don't believe, but maybe you can. But I found this van for Tim Dixon. You know, Tim Dixon is into vans, and this was at an old drive-in. The original people that owned the drive-in had it for years. I think it's one family owned, actually, but they sold out, and they were getting rid of stuff that you know, they didn't want anymore, selling everything. And I was telling Tim about this van, and him and I went over and got it, and I like the roofs on these things. Maybe you can see it. Those ridges, a lot of people used to cut those out and own station wagons too, to, you know, to put on the top of their, you know, wagons, you know, make them cooler if they didn't have the ridges. You know, it's just another little cool thing. So anyway, let me know what you think about this 56. This, I'm telling you, this is a hoss of a truck, and when Brian gets done with it, doing everything he's doing, I think Brian's gonna do a real good paint job on it. I think. Now, sometimes when you go to bed and you lay awake at night like I do, you have different ideas. So, I mean, that's the plan thus far. But I mean, I don't know. He might decide to go patina style too. I think it's in his blood. Like mine, just everything patina. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. A year from now or a few months from now, you might not know this truck. But if you subscribe to his channel, I think that you'll like it. Once again, here's my 1980 C10 truck. Oh, and I'll show you this GMC that he was, Brian was getting a bumper for. Brian keeps saying, and I might be encouraging him a little bit besides that. Mrs. PIB's kind of freaking out. This GMC truck. That's what the bumper they were talking about, a front bumper. Waylon is really knowledgeable about things, and hope there's no waspers in here. But this is it. Pretty nice truck for a 69. Radio's not been cut out. It does need rockers. I'm just showing you everything kind of, well, I mean, I'll watch this video too. I like these model trucks. I think it's a 69. It could be a 70, 71. I'm not sure. There's the hood. And it's turned, I've done lots of videos on this. It's a step side truck, obviously. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind having another one like this, in all honesty. I mean, yeah, it's rough. It needs a lot of work, but dang, you know, it's 50-something years old. So, and here's my 1980. I know I've showed y'all this before, but every time I come over here, I just do a video just because, this dream. It'll be coming to our house one day in the future. When I'm not in a hurry for anything. I got to tell you that, guys. I'm not in a hurry for anything. I don't even know where I would park this truck, but it'll all come around. It'll all come into play when it's time. But this is the motor that's in the back. I've got a 400 turbo for it. I've got a lowering kit for it, and I'm hoping there's nothing going to fly out of here. I know I've showed y'all this lots of times, but if you are new to the channel, it's a factory short bed, 1980. It's a custom deluxe because it's got the round headlights, and I think the upper end of in 1980 they started using square headlights, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I stand to be corrected on anything I say. So, but I think the lower end, like this custom deluxe, this is like a plain Jane. I might even name it plain Jane, but it's got the round headlights. But I've got a better hood. I'll have to get a new windshield, of course. And this thing is set for many, many years. And one of these days I'll tell you what little bit of story I know about it, which is not a whole lot, but it's kind of interesting. And you know me, I'm kind of into interesting stories. But I've already got a back bumper for it too, a sport bumper, but I still got to buy the brackets, mounting brackets and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it'll come along. And like I've said before, I don't mean to repeat myself, but sometimes I do get new subscribers. It's originally silver, so I'm going to rattle can paint it silver. And I got some more ideas that I'll discuss with y'all at another time when it comes into play. We'll just see what happens. But I think you might be surprised at what I've got in mind maybe to put on this truck. You might be surprised. So anyway, I guess I'll end the video here. I don't want to get in Brian's way. I'm going to see if he needs some help, and if he doesn't, I guess I'll be getting into something else back at the house. But yeah, I think it's going to be a cool truck. These are the wheels that was on the 66 C10 truck of mine. That was over here at Brian's. They put a motor and transmission, lowered it and all that stuff. So Brian's got a beautiful place here. Beautiful place. I love coming here. I love going to Gas Axe Chop Shop too with Tim Dixon. Tim's on Facebook, if I didn't mention it. Gas Axe Chop Shop. Y'all have a blessed day. It's a beautiful day here in East Tennessee, and it's going to be like about 100 degrees. So, oh yeah, I was wanting to check something. I think this is still 6 lug. 1, 2. Hey, this is 5 lug. Wonder if this is 5 lug or 6. This is 6 lug. So I like 5 lug better. Brian might have already, oh yeah, Brian did change this out. What am I thinking? It's already 5 lug in the front. And I'm sure it's disc brakes, probably. He's told me so many things, time, how time is, and I get forgetful. But I think this is a pretty jam up truck, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. Don't say nothing to my wife, Mrs. PIB, but we'll just see what happens. Hey, you're watching Primer Is Best. My name is Jimmy. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Primer Is Best. I got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. And by the way, I'm on Facebook, Primer Is Best, and Instagram, Primer Is Best. I'm going to get my wife out of the way here, and if he needs some help, I'll help him. If not, I'm out of here. Y'all have a blessed day. God bless each and every one of you guys. I'll catch you in the next video, guys. And I'll see y'all later.